thank you everybody for entering this competition. And this year we had lots of really great entries. So I really enjoyed watching all the videos and all the presentations, and there were so many unique and interesting ideas. And as a jury, have come to a conclusion and chose the teams you would like to send to Cannes. And I would like to just talk about each team and like what I liked especially about them. So for the Ocean Waste is Not on Purpose team, I think the video was like the best video of this year, and it was really beautifully crafted, and how the music is added there and the editing itself was really beautiful. And the insight was also quite original, that you focused on that small island. And the presentation was also really good. Like we got to see the video inside the presentation, and like as a whole experience, this was one of my favorite entries this year. And for my Taiwan alphabet, I really like the idea how you use the alphabet to let people know a lot of things about Taiwan. Like it's really entertaining. And I think it could be even better if you made like each letter relate to the force of good in Taiwan. So now they're a little bit like touristy, but if you add more like not like places but people, for example, I think it would be even like a better and stronger case. So yeah, so that's what I thought about you guys. And the Airbnb, I really love that you focused on bees, because like I think none of the other teams had found that interesting insight and use that interesting idea. And I can really see how it's gonna like buzz, and like how people would want to share your little bee houses and the flowers, flower ads and the little booth. But like one thing I would want to like see more is like the actual like where the houses are located, and maybe like see the bees, or like if I want to donate some money to the bees, like how can I do that? So now it's a little bit like ad to let people know about bees, but like how can I interact with this more? So if you had that part, I think your entry would be even better. But it's a really good entry, so congratulations to you guys as well. And hand in hand, so this was really beautifully done, and I didn't think it was a student entry when I first saw this. I was, oh, like such a great campaign. And the video was really beautifully done, and I love it was like vertical, so it was really like the new generation kind of style of watching the content. So I really loved that part, and I loved how the hands are a really strong icon, and how they connect like different people in Taiwan with people from abroad. So I really think like overall this campaign was really well executed and really well planned. So congratulations to you guys. And for the fifth place, the incalculable goodness in Taiwan, I really love the idea to use the dashboard cameras, because this makes us feel like it's really what is really happening in Taiwan, and like a lot of like such nice gestures and nice people are captured by those cameras. So I think it was a really nice idea to capture these cameras. But in your presentation, you tried to tie up with Uber Eats, which I thought was like really limiting the people who are going to see these videos. So I think you guys should focus more on how to develop this really nice content that you found to more and more people from around the world. So I think if you had like in your presentation, you should maybe focus a little bit about how you're gonna like roll out the videos. And for the sixth place, we got 3 teams, but I think it's a little bit like similar. The ideas for all of them were really great, and they had like nice insights, but I think they could be executed a little bit better. And also like the presentations could also be a little bit better. So you got the idea, but now you have to work a little bit more on how to like execute and roll out the idea. But also really good job. So that would be my comments on the 60. And to everybody else, like I really think you guys did a good job. But one thing is, I think like the presentations, some of the presentations, like people were not looking at the camera and it was hard to hear what they're trying to say, or people were reading like the scripts. So I think you should prepare more for the presentations, because if you go to Cannes, you will only have one chance to present your idea and the judges might not be able to see your video or your board before. So that is the time when you have to kind of tell everything and make people understand your campaign and how really amazing it is. So I would advise teams to, once again, after you have a really amazing idea, how to present it so this amazingness would actually be really easy to understand for the judges. Again, congratulations to all the teams, and please join this competition next year again. So thank you.
So, I think Nadia has kind of put everything in place. I don't have to say everything again, but at the same time, a couple of points that I really want to put forward of all the work that we saw. Like there were some around 75, 73 to 75 entries, and the brief was very angular, like, show Taiwan force of good. So our filters really were very strong when we were selecting the work, and hence, like the piece on the first position is really beautiful in terms of writing, in terms of visuals, and putting together all those tenets to create the video. We really liked that, and the presentation was on spot. And my Taiwan alphabet was a very interesting idea. However, when I typed my name, I have a double E. So what do you do then? But it was a great idea nonetheless. I really liked it, and the presentation was also done pretty well. And all the ideas have like a little, nuance, a surprise element. Those are the ones that we have really picked and have gone up to the 6th place, because we can come up with a lot of ideas, but what is that one thing in your idea that is surprising enough, which is what we really liked about, say, Airbnb. You wouldn't really think about. I mean, I was till the end of the case study was trying to figure out, can I book a hotel or what is it like, So, so it was quite a nice, surprising idea. And like Nadia also mentioned, that maybe we need to work a little bit on what else can you do with this Airbnb concept for bees. Is there a way to kind of make it even more inclusive and people kind of figure out or understand more about the bee culture, what is happening, how do you take care of bees? And 4th place, hand in hand, we were very this wasn't there in our list initially, and we brought it up from somewhere in the 30 lists, 30 shortlists. We went back into that shortlist and we got this back. And to our surprise, it's a student entry, but it is beautifully done, very aesthetically put together. I noticed the little bits in the video, which is like the typography, the fonts, the presentation slides, color palettes, everything was working very well together. And yeah, even the way you guys have presented in like a little circle was quite nice, and it doesn't become too much of presentation. Very, very compactly made together. And specifically, like, I literally tried this thing and that was quite nice, the visual element that you have added in this, very beautifully integrated in the campaign. Incalculable goodness in Taiwan is also a very interesting way to show the real Taiwan. through CCTV cameras or the dash cameras and everything. And I completely second Nadia on what would be the real reason to use Uber Eats, because it probably is limiting your audience. Only people who can order on Uber Eats can look at that dash cam, so is it limiting? We should probably think about that a little bit. But otherwise, the idea of using real footage is very, very nice, because it's very true to Taiwan. And sixth place, the two entries that we have are amazing, both of them. We really were not able to let go of anyone, so we put them both into the sixth place. And specifically, like for example, Taiwan to Go, the idea of a goodie bag is very nice. And we just felt like, and the presentation was also done very well for Taiwan to Go. And we just felt like was the ingredients inside the bag could have been slightly more at a level that connects with people even more. Maybe currently they were seeming like a little over the top, like coffees and bubble teas and stuff like that. Maybe it needs to go slightly deeper to connect with Taiwanese culture, which could really move people to have that bag. And 14 love letters from Taiwan, very beautifully put together, like the key visual and the typography for the logo for 14 love letters, really nicely composed. And yes, the video content could have been, thought through even more. But nonetheless, both the ideas are really nicely done. And I can see like a lot of a lot of empathy driven solutions that have come across for us to judge. And it was really difficult for us to pick these ideas, because everyone deserves empathy. And I can see like every idea was empathizing with the world around. And so those solutions were really interesting. But this is our shortlist, and I hope we've done our best, and all of you are happy. Yes. Okay. Thank you. After looking at so much of Taiwanese work and culture and people, we really want to come there.
Yes. We saw so much like good things happening in Taiwan, and we must go and experience.
Bye.
Bye. Bye.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I've never participated in something like this. Can I participate?
Yeah, we should enter together next year.